Hello to my fellow Queen of Pentacles, to my fellow Virgos, and to any cross watchers. I am Brittany. This is going to be the tarot card for the day. And it is so very nice to meet you. Now, I ask that you get on in here, hit subscribe, and share when you do. I did notice on my last video the numbers and views is going up, but the subscribers is not. So I so graciously, humbly ask that you would subscribe to this tribe over here for the Virgos. I do strive to make this a safe space for us to come together. I am a Virgo sign as well, sun sign. So I would absolutely love to tap in with you. Now, Virgo. The overall energy here is the overall energy that I'm picking up on is somebody that is very close to burnout or you are experiencing this, okay? I feel like there is a Virgo that is really stuck in the rat race. You could feel like you're on a hamster wheel, like you're not really moving forward in a lot of ways, or like you're just very tired and just exhausted with how things are, but yet you're still trying to push through this, you know. And what's so interesting is because the tarot card for the day, I didn't choose, it chose me, all right, to highlight it. And it was chosen before I did the Celtic cross reading. But it's so relevant to this energy because, as you saw on the screen, it's all about not giving up and pushing through. So I feel like that is your current energy. However, there's something that you really want to do. There's something you really want to take on. There's a project, there's a venture, there's a big move, right? There's something that you want to do that is a change for the better in your life, but you're hesitating on doing it. There are fears that are impeding on this. Not to mention, you're stuck in this rat race and you're just doing everything you can to stay in that race, you know, working to just keep food in your house, working to keep your bills paid, things like that. It's almost like you are losing a bit of hope that you can even dream big or do what this is that you have this notion to do. All right. I feel like there is a calling that you have received that you are hesitating answering. Okay. There is a calling that you probably have answered and you're hesitating on acting on it. Okay. But I see why. I do see why. And I'm not going to hold you. This feels so close to home for me as a Virgo as well. So I love that I'm not alone. And I hope that the likes and comments will show and reflect that I'm not alone, because there's so much that I've wanted to do, that I have the thought to do, the intellect to do, the capability to do. But because I've tried so many things and it has failed in the past, or I didn't do it to completion, I didn't see it through, or, you know, I was deterred from doing it or whatever, I kind of got a bit discouraged. And I'm picking up on a Virgo that has tried and failed, tried to dream big, follow your dreams and failed, and it has become discouraging. All right. There's a Virgo that I'm connecting with that has disappointed yourself. All right. Maybe you've been disappointed by others in the process, but I feel like you have disappointed yourself. I was picking up here too. It's really hard for you to dream big, for you to, you know, get out here and chase your dreams for a couple of reasons. One being that your environment isn't really conducive to this, you know. It's giving like you are in an environment, maybe just in your hometown or in your family, where you don't have a lot of support, a lot of people uplifting you and pushing you towards. They could be just projecting their fears, or nobody's really, you know, you're not really tapped in with people that are making strides and really being successful at these big things. And it could even be a situation where you feel like it's a crab in a barrel type of environment. I just feel like the environment is not very conducive to you growing and really making strides in this way, or feeling confident to make strides in this way. But also, I feel as though it is the fear that change change is not going to suit you well. Like, you could be just really afraid of change. All right. And that energy where you could be just really stuck in the rat race, stuck in that it's comfort for you. It's what you know, and it's what you have to do. And so changing this up, it could feel like it's not the right time, or you don't have everything you need. You're not in the best place financially with your credit. You don't have the right camera to start that podcast or content creation. You don't have enough followers. Like, just examples. But I mean, it could just feel like you don't really see where the change is gonna suit you right now. All right. But Spirit is like, this is fear of success. Fear of success is what actually had you fail at things before, that made you stop before you got to the good part, that made you procrastinate. And this is something that Spirit is just bringing through right now to me. And I'm so grateful, because somebody is afraid of actually succeeding. There is a Virgo that is afraid of succeeding. And what I'm hearing is, this is our season. I am posting this on the eve before the sun moves into Virgo, and this is our time. Don't allow yourself to succumb to this fear of success. All right? That's why we're stuck in the rat race. That's why you probably was maybe a business owner before, or maybe you was trying to be an artist, or maybe you wanted to be an actress or singer. Maybe you wanted to write that book that you started or tried, but then you stopped, and then you went back to the 9 to 5 because you're afraid of success. But you're not afraid of being a part of a corporation success. You know, I'm also seeing where you are highly capable, highly qualified. I see a lot of leadership in you. There was something else coming through here. Somebody could be really hesitating on putting in for that promotion, putting in for that, higher position in leadership, because you feel like, maybe I'm not ready yet. Maybe it's not the time yet. This change, maybe it's not the time yet. And it's just leading you to this outcome where you're never going to move, because you're never going to make the decision to either want more, or to try, take the initiative, do something about it. It's just going to keep living in you, dormant. This dream that you've had, this goal that you've had, it's not something that you have not tried or wanted to do. It's just been dormant because you just, like I said, got discouraged in some way. And I feel like there could even be a sense of impatience in you. Like, you really want to get something going, but Spirit is like, take the proper steps. Take the proper steps, plant the seeds, but also make sure that you are holding the vision, that you're staying focused on the goal, not just planting the seed and walk away from it doing nothing, but nurturing it the same way you would if you were planting the seed in your home. You're going to water it. You're going to give it sunlight, really plant this seed and put forward even small efforts, something methodical, something practical. Even that will get you there, but as long as you have these fears that are they're probably subconscious, but when you're afraid of success, and you're afraid of change, and you are existing in this place where hope is lost, or you feel like you're around or in a hopeless place or whatever, like, you're always going to stay in that place. Start expanding on your horizons here, because there is a change for better that you do not need to be afraid of. It is coming and victory is here. All right. So you could have a V in your name. Your name starts with this, first, middle, last. And it's so funny because my middle name is Victoria, all about victory. And I already felt like this was hitting home for me as well because, just really short, I've been trying to write a book for the past 4 years. And every time I start trying to write it, I'm like, oh no, that's not the right thing. I can't talk about this. Nobody's going to read this. And then I'll start over. And then I'll like switch topics. I've ping pong between fiction and nonfiction. I've come up with things from my dreams or things that and so all in all, I have yet to write the book because I'm afraid of it doing well. I'm telling myself everything possible to deter me from writing the book, finishing this book. And so I'm currently in this. I decided to do a 40-day lock-in, just this 40-day period to really lock in, cut out a lot of stuff, get into myself, because my 40th birthday is September the 8th. And I started this journey on July 30th. So in this journey, I'm like, I was at work a couple of days ago. I am the sickest shut in right now. I'm recovering from a chest cold. You could be actually recovering from something as well too, but because I was getting recovery with one of these cards. Anywho, recovering from this, but I was at work and I was like, this is it, right? This is it. This process is what I needed to make my book come to pass, because everything that I wanted to write about, I just hadn't really lived it. I didn't discipline myself to go through it. And I felt like, how can I talk about it when really I was so capable all along, but I had to go through the process to be able to talk about it. And now I have the title for my book, which is still about kind of like this symbolism of the butterfly, whatever. So not only did I see the V, but the butterfly came out. And I was like, so on a personal level, this message hit home for me too. But like I said earlier, I'm not alone, and you just have to know that there are changes here for the better. You just have to make a decision to act on it. All right. Maybe to do something that is so far-fetched. Maybe it's not the right time for whatever, but use this energy to sit with spirit and get that guidance from within, because I do feel like spirit is wanting to sit with you and guide you, and help you to make this decision. You just have to be patient on the answers, right? I'm doing this reading, but I definitely don't feel like you should take a tarot reading to oh, I'm gonna quit my job. Oh, I'm gonna move out of this place. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, you have to sit with the guidance from spirit for yourself. But I do feel very strongly that spirit is wanting to guide someone to make some changes that aren't very comfortable, but the events that will come are leading to change that is for the better and leading you towards victory. You just can't be afraid of it. Okay, it's very much so that, but somebody is not meant to be burning yourself out. You're not meant to be in the rat race, and you're damn sure not meant to be doing the most for people that don't even care about you at that job or whatever. There's something more fulfilling. Do you stop and just do it all right now? No, but start taking little steps. I'm hearing this. Start taking little steps, planting the seeds. If you are in an environment that's not really, like, the people aren't really helping you to, have the vision, hold the vision, they talking you against it, whatever. Start looking for people that maybe have experienced failure in whatever it is you're wanting to do, and listen to their stories, right? Whether on podcasts or in your neighborhood community. Start listening to people that have had those failed attempts. Start listening to people that have, maybe taken a lot of those small steps to get to success, right? And allow this to not motivate you, because motivation is so fleeting. Let it inspire you. Let it restore your hope, all right? And let it remind you that you're human. You're going to fail. But some of the best successes out here came from failure, came from people, that had every odd against them. And they still saw it through. They've been on a journey for years and years, and their timeline wasn't the timeline of somebody else, but it was their timeline. It was their journey. They just had to make a decision to do something risky, do something that was like a major change, whatever. Move across the country, move out of your neighborhood and just move states, switch jobs, put in that application for that promotion, right? Start working on your credit, like dispute transactions, even though you don't know what's going to happen. Like just start making some changes that align you with the better, because Spirit wants better for all of us. All of us. But this is for my Virgos right now. So anyway, I really hope this message finds who it's meant for. I really do. And I love the Celtic cross. These messages are so clear to me. I just don't do them enough. If you like to see more of the Celtic cross readings, definitely let me know in the comments. But yeah, any comments are welcome. As long as you are kind, I'm receptive to whatever. All right. And I'm going to end there. I send you so much love and light on your journey. And I truly hope and trust that I will see you in a future reading. See y'all later.